That big headline overnight out of Washington.
Yeah, big revelation coming out of the White House on the border battle. The Trump White House pushed for the transfer of detained immigrants to the streets of sanctuary cities like San Francisco to punish political rivals. Immigration officials pushed back on the plan, calling it illegal and unwise. Our chief White House correspondent John Carl has the story. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. It sounds too outlandish to be true, but the White House is confirming that there was consideration given here to a plan to take undocumented immigrants who cross the border illegally and move them to the streets of cities governed by Democrats opposed to the president's immigration policies. The plan, reported first by the Washington Post and confirmed by ABC News, would have transported the migrants to so-called sanctuary cities, where local leaders have a policy of not cooperating with federal immigration officials. The idea was first raised in November, shortly after the midterm elections, when the president was raising alarms about caravans of undocumented immigrants coming from Central America to seek asylum in the United States.
The Democrats want open borders, and they want these people coming in. Many of those people are criminals, okay?
The plan, which would have moved migrants to districts represented by political foes of the president, including Nancy Pelosi, was reported to Congress by whistleblowers within the Department of Homeland Security, according to the Washington Post. And the Post reports the White House first asked the Department of Homeland Security to review the idea in an email that added, "There is not a White House decision on this." In a statement released just after the story broke, the White House said this was just a suggestion that was floated and rejected, which ended any further discussion. But the White House asked DHS again to explore the idea in February, in the midst of the government shutdown, when the president was battling Democrats over funding for the border wall. Overnight, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's spokeswoman said in a statement, "The extent of this administration's cynicism and cruelty cannot be overstated. Using human beings, including little children, as pawns in their warped game to perpetuate fear and demonize immigrants is despicable and, in some cases, criminal." A senior Department of Homeland Security official tells ABC News that the president himself raised this idea directly with then Secretary of DHS Kirstjen Nielsen. Nielsen asked the legal team at the Department of Homeland Security to review the idea. They flatly rejected it, Cecilia, saying it is simply illegal.
A lot of tough questions for the White House later today. John Carl, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.